think Americans realize we don't really have food here in Europe that's worth getting fat. Like, I don't know how to explain it. When I'm seeing Americans reacting to Europeans,
I like them chunky, I like them big.
After the World Cup, these Europeans realized they weren't ready to go home. Turns out they loved everything about the US and didn't want to leave. Hope you enjoyed the video. Smash that like button and subscribe if you want to see more.
after a year and a half living in the US, my dream country, my dream city too, this is the moment where I have to pack my stuff. I'm actually leaving in a month from now, but I have to keep to start planning my departure and just pack my things. I can't really put into words how sad I am. Everything happens for a reason. I still have hope that in the future I can make it back to the US. I deeply feel in my soul like my life is here, my future is here. I've always felt this way, even before I found a job here, and I'm so grateful that I was even able to live here in the first place. So many people never get the opportunity to move abroad and just reach a goal, living their dream life. So I'm just grateful for that, but I'm also devastated. And the thing is, I spent the last year crying about this shit because I knew it was a possibility, and I tried my best to prevent that from happening until I realized that you can't just resist what's meant to be. So that's why I'm leaving. But I have to pack my first luggage right now, and it's the worst. I knew this day would come. I've been so scared of that day. I also thought I would have an additional month in the US, and I just recently learned that I have to leave in 1 month from now. And I have to go back to Paris, which is the absolute worst thing that could ever happen to me.
No, you're not in the US anymore. You're back in Canada. This is a large wing.
Sliders, what is this little one bite face ass slider? And look at the wings. Look how tiny. Here's the palm of my hand.
What is this? Who is this supposed to feed?
I always lose weight when I come back home from Europe.
Look at the what? And the dog is that's the baby's burger.
And this is the flavors? Salt, pepper, and onion powder. I'm not gonna eat it. There's no flavor in this house.
Yo ho ho, what is up, my dudes? I was in America for 2.5 weeks, and don't get me wrong, I like being in the country again, but being in America was pretty life-changing, And why am I smiling so much? I don't know. I guess because, everybody over in America was actually really friendly, and they were smiling all the time. At first, I thought it was weird, but then, I got used to it. You know what else they do? They talk to strangers. It's pretty freeing, actually. Like this guy, listen, hey, you, we're gonna go to a bar later. Do you want to join us? No? Okay. I guess he didn't want to. That's okay. And why am I acting so weird? What do you mean, why am I acting so weird? If anything, I picked up a little bit of a American swag, as they say, And it was fun. I was in Boston, I was to Houston, I was to Los Angeles. They taught me how to say that right. I sound like a local. I can sound like a local.
When you live in a country that eats jacket potatoes and beans on toast, and you go to America, you don't realise how depressing our snack aisles are until you go there. Coming back to Britain after eating in America is like going from Netflix back to VHS. We grew up thinking paprika was adventurous. Anyway, if anybody needs me, I'll be pricing up flights back to America.
Of course, I had to bring some lunch for my Italian friends.
It's mostly gone because I was drinking it on the flight home. Bah dis donc, next time I come to America, I made sure to get a Costco card. This is le sauce du Chick-fil-A. Two Americans in white shirts told me that God gave these golden sauces to Joseph Smith. It's a good story and it makes sense because it is so good. I got some peanut butter because in France we don't have it. What I have found is that les Américains, when they put it in their mouth, it helps them with their French accent. So it does two things. And I found this new toothpaste. Cheese, it's like a cheese cheddar. So this would be my new toothpaste. I'm very excited to give this to some of my friends and family.
A German fan is brought to tears not because Germany was eliminated from the World Cup, but because of how he was treated in America.
I fall in love with this country and this was so emotional. I even cried in the stadium.
Call it a stereotype or a reputation that New Englanders are cold, even rude. But that couldn't be further away from the truth, at least not for a lot of visitors that are here for the World Cup. Sebastian Kraus has been spending the last several weeks in the U.S. following the German soccer team from Houston to Boston. Sebastian was afraid of coming over, saying that the news in Europe painted a picture of America being dangerous. But at every stop from the moment he landed, he says everyone has treated him with kindness and respect and has not felt unsafe.
Americans are not rude, Germans are not rude. If we are together, we can achieve great things.
Those experiences were topped by a New Englander's generosity. A Red Sox fan who, after a German celebration at Fenway Park, offered Sebastian and his friends to give him a ride to their hotel. It was a culmination of all his moments of joy that then led to this. That stranger is Bob Cyrus. He says all he wanted to do was to make Sebastian feel welcome.
Love USA.
Enjoy your time in the US.
To me, I watched the video by myself maybe 40 times. I had tears in my eyes.
Just like many others have when he's traveled the world. And yes, he too believes that New Englanders and Bostonians are actually friendly.
Life does feel so surreal sometimes because I never, ever in my whole entire life thought I'd ever come to the USA. Like, I'm just a normal kid from a normal life, and I didn't have my first holiday until I was 17. I didn't have a passport until I was 17. Like, it is crazy. I've always dreamed of coming to the USA my whole entire life. I wish I went to school here. I wish I could have lived here. I wish I could have had the American dream. But you know what? I'm living it. I'm living it now. Although it's just temporary, we make it feel like it's forever. I've only got 5 more days left in the USA and time is creaking up on me. I don't want to leave. But think about it. I've got a limit for how long I can be in the USA. I'm going to come back. Trust me, I'm going to come back. I can't leave you guys without me. You guys need me in the USA. I can't go back to England. England? Who wants me in England? If you want me, let me know.
Hey, bonjour à tous. If one day you're planning to visit the US, be careful. Because you might have to stay way longer than you planned. Not because of the places, I mean they have amazing places, but because of the people. I've lost count of how many Americans told me, for example, like, oh, if you go to Texas, let me know, I'll show you around. Or come to Florida, we have beautiful beaches, I'll show you. Or if you go to New York, let me know. Like, so crazy. People you've never met are willing to show you the places where they live, the city, and make sure you have a great time here in the US. And that's something that I really love about America. It's people are proud of where they live and they want you to experience the same. So they want to make sure you have a good time here and you have like great memories. And honestly, this is so cool because when you experience a country with the people that live here, it makes the experience so much different because they show you all the things that they have here. So you kind of live like a local, you know? So it gives like a better experience.
You know what's been so funny about all the Europeans visiting America is all the things that we find amazing. Like, I've lived here 15 years. I know what's amazing to me. But then you Americans, like, being in love with the fact that we find everything so interesting. And now it's turned into this realization of like, oh my gosh, like, you Europeans literally don't have anything.
Dad, it's your last day in Texas, won't wait to airport. What are you going to miss most?
Well, obviously you guys, and I'm going to miss the Texans. Lovely people, made me feel really welcome. Yeah.
What are you not going to miss?
This heat and the old I-35.
You don't like I-35, do you?
No, it's squeaky bum time on I-35.
I don't think Americans realize we don't really have food here in Europe that's worth getting fat. Like, I don't know how to explain it. When I'm seeing Americans reacting to Europeans in America for the World Cup, they're like, oh my God, I can't believe they're going to Walmart. That's crazy. Like, that's our tourist attraction. Yeah, I would do the same thing. You guys have so much variety. I don't even think you realize it when it comes to food. Like, sometimes when I'm hungry, I watch American mukbangs and I get full. I'm surprised that you're surprised. So that's the first thing that people would do when they come to America. Like, sometimes when I go to the grocery store, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have a cheat day today. Like, I'm gonna have something sweet. I'm gonna spoil myself. I get there, there's nothing. In fact, I end up buying healthy food because there's actually nothing to get. Like, you guys don't understand. There's no reason to get fat. It's not even worth it. Like, if I gained weight, I'm like, this was not worth it. There was nothing that I enjoyed that got me to this place. And it's just so much more worse. So yeah, most people, when they think of America, like, they think about food. I don't even think it's a bad thing. Like, when I go to America, the first thing I'm gonna do is go to Walmart, right? Then I'm gonna go to Target. And then I'm gonna go to, like, I'm just gonna eat food. I'm gonna go to the Cheesecake Factory. You guys are known for food. And it's not really a bad thing. Like, own it. Be proud of it.
Oh, mate, amazing. Like, they're the nicest people in the world. They're so open to, like, chatting and all that, and, like, hearing about, like, our culture and our history and all that kind of stuff. And that's cool. They're just really, really nice.
Oh, amazing.
Amazing, yeah. Like,
Didn't expect it to be as good as this, to be honest. Don't believe a lot of the kind of hype about being just really unfriendly and stuff. It's how you carry yourself when you're here.
The ones we've experienced this holiday, unbelievable. We've had such opening arms and we've been so welcomed. It's hard to sit there and think Americans are bad, because every single person I've met that's American has been unbelievable.
And that's great to hear. I think a lot of people are going to hear that. They're going to be excited to hear that.
No, definitely. They've been the most accommodating people in the world. Like, I think the yous love having us here as well, surely, as well. Like, all these guys in, like, skirts, as you call them, and, like, it's just cool to see, obviously.
You get a bad press, don't you?
Yeah, is the media misrepresenting how Americans are?
Yeah, back home.
Interesting.
100%, yeah.
What has surprised you?
Just how friendly everyone's been. Everyone's been super accommodating, super friendly. When I was in Dallas, when I started posting my Instagram videos, I got offered to be fed, housed, taken on boats, taken to shoot things. Everyone's been the most accommodating people I think I've ever met.
And I would guess that coming from Portsmouth, England, that's probably the first time that somebody has offered you a chance to come and shoot something.
Yes, and I didn't take it on that occasion, but I did visit a shooting range, and it was a life-changing experience. It was very fun.
That's amazing. Food-wise, the food here is a lot different. It's not totally different from the UK, but it's pretty different. What have you eaten here that you've said, oh, I wish that we had this back in Portsmouth?
Terry Black's barbecue.
Terry Black's barbecue.
And that was in Dallas. That was top notch. That was incredible. Also, Chick-fil-A. I think we do have a couple of Chick-fil-A restaurants, but not that many. So I've been taking advantage of that since I've been here.
And I don't know if anybody has told you this yet. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You know, Chick-fil-A is closed on Sundays.
Oh, really?
They're closed on Sundays.
Oh, that means I'm going to have to find something else to eat tonight.
When you go back to the UK, what are you going to tell people about your visit?
I'm going to tell them they've got to come and visit and experience it for themselves. If I'm back before the World Cup ends, I'll tell them that if they want to come and experience the World Cup, I think there's no other place. No place has been more accommodating than coming to America and experiencing the World Cup here. But if not, definitely visit the South.
What are you doing?
Bro, this is so cool. I want to
Bro, you never wore boots in your life. What are you talking about?
I will start from now.
Und mein Himmel, they have alcohol!
Look, the cheese balls are in Mikey's house. No, time to toss.
Oh my god.
No way. Oh my god. We made it live. We're inside a yellow bus in America.
Let me tell you something. Something Americans need to be grateful for. Fanta Orange, mate. Fucking hell. You don't know how good you have it.
Because I've just found the thing that I missed the most. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I found a Sonic. Oh.
Our American sunset's always like this. Look at that. It's like, the sky's on fire, man. It's like candy floss. And the breeze. Ugh.
What is it doing? It's crossing the street. It's waiting at the lights.
What is that? What the fuck?
So...
How are you supposed to just walk past all of these sweet treats and not buy anything?
Take your laptops and electronics out the bag. If you got a hoodie on, take it off. Take it off.
America, have you seen what you have done and are doing to Brits in your country? As you know, you have thousands of Brits in America right now for the World Cup. There are Brits saying they're going to bring seasoning home back to the UK to season the food. America, you have single-handedly changed the UK. No more salt and pepper for seasoning. It is time! America, look what you are doing! Thousands of Brits are seeing the light. The UK will now be baptised in seasoning.
Everyone talks shit about the World Cup in America and Canada. This is something we don't really have in Europe. These massive sports bars, there are already 8 on this side. There are TVs. These sports bars are absolutely fantastic. There's even like a second floor. Look, this is where you sit here. You drink your beer. You have, oh wow, even here there are TVs. They're like TVs everywhere. Big Bear came in. I found my friend. Look. You sit here, as I said, you have your beer. Cheers, man. Watching the World Cup. Happy to be back, Kansas. Bang.
13 pack of donuts. Why was 5 not enough? Asda do 5. These men have 13.
And you won't believe they got loot right in the house. Right to the left, you walk in and the loot's right here. There was a toilet right.
What's going on?
A tornado warning for sex county in northeastern Massachusetts.
Wait, the yellow buses are actually real?
Yes, all over.
What? I thought that was like only in cartoons.
What is this?
That's a vent.
Why are they blowing dirty air in the sky?
It's not dirty air, it's just hot air.
Why, oh why, have you got so many cereal choices? It's unreal.
We have just arrived at an air park neighbourhood. Almost every front drive has a plane parked on it.
In the UK, people don't sit outside their house. They might sit in the garden, but not at the front of their house. So crazy.
Hi. And how are you? I'm good. And how are you? Yes.
Let's go, baby. Oh. Allez. Oh.
Woo! But there's one thing I learned when I went to America is that you need to update your lifestyle here. This is very 2010 what you're doing. Let's try this one.
Where are you going with my coffee?
This glass? What you get? You know, what are you? An author? You gotta update your lifestyle, Papa. You gotta put a little African sugar in that to cleanse the palate. Upper decky.
So, after 5 months, I am going home. The tartan trek is over, the World Cup is finished, and over £1 million has been raised for mental health in the process. So, to say goodbye, I've put together a little video of the best bits to the World Cup, to my walk across America. I will see you later on, and to all of you guys, thank you. Enjoy the video.
I'll see you in Boston.
I used to rule the world, seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone, sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes, listen as the crowd would sing, Now the old king's dead, long live the king. 1 minute I held the key. Next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you've gone, there was never an honest word. That was when I ruled the world. It was the wicked and wild wind blew down the doors to let me in. Shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever wanna be king? I hear Jerusalem bells ringing, Roman cavalry choir.
It's finally that time. Me and bro are going back to the UK. Finally leaving America. Sad times. I don't want to leave. I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually don't want to leave, but we're hearing it, so we have to leave. So I'm even upset we have to leave. Bullied. Genuinely, like I feel like I've been here for like a year. I think I've been here for like 3 weeks and a half so far. Literally. Back to the miserable UK. It's gonna be raining. See, they're even beefing in Spanish. They're beefing in Spanish. Puta madre, puta madre, put. Oh, I think that's a bit too loud. But yeah, leaving right now. Going back to the UK. I feel like it's about time. Do you know what it is? I feel like holidays are like hotels. You can stay in hotels and APs as long as you want, but eventually you have to go home. You have to go home. So yeah, we're about to just check in right now, and yeah. If you're asking why we're wearing jackets, you're in America, it's so hot. No, it's not. It's in the evening, so it's not gonna be hot. It's very cold actually, but yeah, we're leaving now.
Oh my God, Heather. We had a good time. So we did, oh aye, we had a good time. Just got a taxi there. So we did, he took £20 off us for the tune. I mean, for God's sake. Heather, did I leave the lamps on or did you put them on? Oh, it was good right enough, but Heather. So it was, oh, we fair enjoyed ourselves. You know, Boston, that was just like nothing. So, well, we put the litter. Everybody that was in Boston, oh, they were that nice. So they were all talking about you and, you know, and hanging you and all that. You know, I'm saying to myself at first, it was mainly all like women that were talking to us, and I was saying to myself, I wonder if that's because Ian, you know, like hanging his kilt, because Heather, he never had the thing off. Honest to God, hanging the whole time, he had it all. I was seeing on the Facebook and that, you know, that the women were having a wee thing for all the boys in the kilts and that, and I thought, I'll need to say to them that Ian sing me, and just not to like waste their time or that, you know. And then we went to Miami. So we weren't supposed to go to Miami, but he went, no, I want to go. I went, I can't go. I went, there's a 50th do on at my wee club, and I says to Kathy behind the bar that I would help out with the tables, and I says to Big Elaine I'll help with the buffet and all that. I phoned Kathy behind the bar and I says to her, and she went, Margaret, go for it. Go to Miami. Listen to this. Seems that they got Maisie today, the thing with today, the buffet and all that. Kathy says to me, she went, seems she ate all the cold meat sandwiches. I went, oh, for God's sake. Then, where did we go? Oh, we went to Miami. So, oh, you went to see that place, Heather? Oh my God. But the heat, oh, it was roasting, Heather, and it was too warm. I says to Ian, I should have left my good cardigan in Henry. Oh, I didn't need it. Everywhere you went, Scottish people. So I ended up running into Claire, ended up running into her ex-man. So I sent her a thing with, and I says to her, oh, I seen him. She went, oh, is he still an arsehole? I went, well. But I had a good time. So we did. But I tell you, what I'm gasping for, Heather, a good cup of tea. They don't do Tetley. over the belly day hot water. Honestly, I can't wait to sleep in my own bed, you know, that way. And oh, Heather, listen, tell you what I've missed the most, you know, Hingway, who's always there for me. Morrison's. I'll go tomorrow, so I'm needing a loaf, and I think you need milk and that and all, Heather, you know. I'll get this kettle on, honest to God.
Hey everyone, I am currently in Manhattan, finally heading home today after 11 days in the States. Prior to that I was in Spain with family for a week, so I've been on the road for a wee bit now and kind of looking forward to getting home, seeing my wee boy and my family and getting back some semblance of normality. But you know, it's been an incredible trip here. You know, I put up a video the other day talking about my experiences of being in America, the people that I've met along the way, you know, and the response I got back was absolutely incredible. You know, people sharing their stories of meeting Tartan Army out here, you know, and people also sharing their experiences of losing people. So I was blown away by the response, you know. Like 99% of the comments were really beautiful. And there was a few cynical ones in there, which is to be expected, but you know, that was my first time ever posting a video of me talking into a camera. It's something that I was always afraid to do, you know. I used to look at other people that did that and think, you know, what a dick. When in reality, you know, that was rooted in envy, because I was always afraid to put myself out there like that, you know. I was a daily drug user for a very long time, because I was afraid of rejection, I was afraid of, you know, responsibilities. So I didn't take any action, and I numbed it all with various drugs, you know. And today I don't want it to be like that. I want to live more freely, you know, and like if you'd seen us out on this trip you wouldn't know it, but you know, I haven't had a drink in nearly 7 years or touched a drug in that time either. You know, and my life is pretty good today. But yeah, just wanted to say thank you to all the Americans that have, you know, made this trip so special, and to the Tartan Army as well for, you know, doing our country proud, and you know, it's been amazing. Cheers.
This is why England is the absolute best place on earth, because name me a country that has better looking food than this. These are beans and weenies, the far superior cousin to beans on toast. I'm going to add a little bit of salt because it is intolerable otherwise. Now, every time I cook this for my dates, they've always ghosted me and never come back. And I think it's because this is purely so delectable, so superior, they get intimidated. The amount of pure fiber in here is absolutely insane. I'm supposed to dip this pizza in the ranch, and it's a salad dressing, but I can also dip chicken wings, chips, and carrots in it. How much ranch can I take back legally? This is your breakfast, so I don't have to eat beans on toast every morning? I just tried Chipotle, Chili's, and Wendy's in the same day, and all the places had AC. They are selling full-on meals at the gas station. Need a bit of Marmite to put on my toast. Peanut butter and jam? Why didn't I think of that? This place is heaven.
When you find out that America has free refills.
Fanta pudding?
I know.
Are you guys serious?
I know.
Ugh.
So it's blazing hot outside, but look at this. I'm going to step into this establishment and it's chilly. It's hot outside, but when you step in, it's like a winter's day.
There's a pub in the supermarket.
Say it again. I don't think they heard you.
There's a pub in the supermarket.
Thanks so much. You're welcome.
I'm in America. When they say everything in America is big, I understand it. Why the hell is this quesadilla the size of my head? Somebody explain to me why this piece of food is the size of my head. And I've got 3 of them.
It's just like the movies. A big yellow bus.
All right, what a trip to the U.S. Am I forgetting anything in my bag here? Oh my God, my ranch. How can I forget that? Here you go.
guys, welcome home from the World Cup in Atlanta. How was it? You know, y'all got to get a little taste of the American South, you know. Did y'all have a good time?
We have a list of demands.
Oh, okay, and what would those be?
We want honey mustard, and we want ranch.
You want ranch?
We want Longhorn Steakhouse ranch, specifically.
I mean, okay, anything else?
We would like Raising Cane's.
Raising Cane's? What even is that?
Tonight is my final night in America. Was through here for the World Cup. Obviously Scotland didn't make it through the groups, but I hope the Americans enjoyed the Tartan Army. From what I've seen in all my comments and everything else in the news, I'm pretty sure they have, so that's good. We've made an impact. Now it's just time to hate watch England until they get knocked out, so fingers crossed. Anyway, cheers!
Hello, my name is Hans. I am from Germany. I come to America for the World Cup, and now my team has lost. I have a hotel reservation for another couple of weeks here. I don't know what to do.
More. As a society, we are going to have to check on them people going back to Europe that was talking crazy about our food, and now they ate our food. We going to have to check on them. They eating Burger King, IHOP, Raising Cane's, Waffle House in the daytime. Somebody's going to have to go check on them. It's our duty. They was talking crazy months ago. I remember the wars. They were hilarious to me. They're going to have to go back to them beans and toast, and they're going to be pissed. And they're going to be craving it like crackheads. Somebody gonna have to check on them. Also, my business coach told me that I can only make posts that are related to hair, so this is my opportunity to tell you that I'm from Virginia Beach. I'm a hairstylist, and you should book me.
Hey everyone, it's about 9 p.m. here in New York. A couple days left before I finally fly home. Still kilted up. Been on the streets of Manhattan all day, and a lot of England fans going about, a lot of Cheerios getting shouted at me. But yeah, I just wanted to come on and kind of share my experience of being in the US over the last 8 or 9 days. You know, I think prior to arriving here, my expectations were that I was going to be coming somewhere that was quite polarized and tense and hostile, and you know, it couldn't have been further from the truth. And I'm not saying for a second that doesn't exist, you know, I can't possibly comment on that. I don't live here, but I didn't see any of it. And especially in Boston. Miami was great, but Boston was, you know, that bit more special. The people were just so generous with their time. They were just so warm. They just wanted to come over and get to know you, you know, and it's quite rare these days. And I'm talking about police, paramedics, you know, random people on the streets. Just wanted to get a photo with you, crack a joke, and you know, it was incredible. You know, and for me in particular, this trip was pretty symbolic. My old man, who, you know, passed away from cancer in August, didn't get to see us qualify. He was a maximum points holder with the Tartan Army. He'd, I think, missed one game in like 25 years. So this journey's been, you know, volatile in an emotional sense, you know, to say the least. But people of America, Boston and Miami, you know, have made that, you know, this whole trip so special. And the Tartan Army, of course, you know, all the news that's came out has all been positive and funny. There's been nothing like untoward that's happened, which is pretty amazing when you consider the volumes of people that have traveled over here. So yeah, I just wanted to come on and say thank you to everyone that's kind of been on the journey with me. And you know, I'm super blessed and super grateful to be Scottish. you know, I'm at the point now where I'm ready to go home. You know, my wife asked me why I'm coming home on Monday when the game finished on Wednesday, and to be honest, I don't have a reasonable explanation for that. But I know it's time to go home. You know, I miss my family, I miss my routine, and I miss Scotland as much as I complain about, you know, Aberdeen. But yeah, it's time to go home. It's been an absolute blast. So cheers.
We ran out of beer. That's my only complaint.
Saw the skyline out the window and I nearly broke my neck. Landed in Atlanta where the Georgia pines run green, and I said this is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Pulled up to a Waffle House at 1 a.m. real late. Hash brown scattered, smothered, covered, 10 out of 10, it's great. Discovered free refills and I almost lost my mind. Found the kind of welcome that I never thought I'd find. Welcome to the land where the whole world comes to play. Flags from every nation waving proud and on display. From Boston to LA, from Dallas to the sea. 80,000 voices, this is what it means to be free. Hey! Welcome to the land, yeah, we're rolling out the door. Every street a stage, every stranger wanting more. The ball is in the air, and the whole wide world can see. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the land of the free. With their bagpipes ringing clear, kilts and tartan everywhere, the whole city stopped to hear. They sang Flower of Scotland at the Red Sox Fenway Park, lit the whole of New England up and glowing in the dark. The Germans hit the highway, chased the road from south to north. Freddie said it's the Holy Land, he meant Taco Bell, of course. Bucky's left him speechless, Bass Pro Shops left him amazed. Even got invited to the White House, yeah, the whole world's going crazy. Norwegian fans in New York doing yoga in Times Square. Then they turned the escalator into a Viking's lair. Rowing up together like a long ship headed home. Little boy in and out, now he won't leave alone. Oh, welcome to the land where the whole world comes to play. Flags from every nation waving proud and on display. From Boston to LA, from Dallas to the sea. 80,000 voices, this is what it means to be free. Oh, welcome to the land, yeah, we're rolling out the door. Every street a stage, every stranger wanting more. The ball is in the stadiums the same way that they do. An NFL star grabbed a trash bag, joined the whole crew. Mexico and South Korea, best friends on the street, dancing to Gangnam Style with their arms around each beat. Kansas learned Algerian, the marching band played their song. 500 Lawrence locals show the world where you belong. Swedish fans went searching for the recipe to ranch. Frenchman says the air conditioning deserves its own whole stanza. English fans stood jaw-dropped at the first sight of Buc-ee's. Scottish fans at Fenway, Boston said please don't leave. Barbeque and the ranch dressing, brisket by the pound. Best tournament the world has ever seen. And we're just getting wild. A bagpiper and a bucket drummer outside Faneuil Hall. Plaid kilt, wicker hat, playing music for us all. Different worlds, different words, different flags, different names. But when the whistle blows, we all come alive the same. From the Rockies to Rockefeller, from Seattle to the shore, America is telling the world, come on in. There's room for more. Hello! Welcome to the land where the whole world comes to play. Flags from every nation waving proud and on display. From Boston to LA, from Dallas to the sea, 80,000 voices, this is what it means to be free. Yeah. Welcome to the land, yeah, we're rolling out the door. Every street a stage, every stranger wanting more. The ball is in the air, and the whole wide world can see. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the land of the free. Hey! To the land of the free. Hey! From the people who came here and fell in love with the land, to the people who live here and reached out a hand. One beautiful game, one beautiful truth. The whole world is welcome, and the whole world came through.
So here's the thing about this World Cup. They warned each other before they came. You've probably seen the posts. The food is fake. Everyone's going to be rude. The stadiums are just giant NFL barns with no soul. A whole continent showed up, half expecting to be disappointed. And then America did the one thing nobody on the internet predicted. It was nice to them. Not fake nice, not customer service nice. A guy at a gas station in Kansas City sees a Croatia shirt, and instead of minding his own business like a normal person, he wants to talk. Where you from? Who you got tonight? You need a ride to the stadium? That kind of nice. The kind that catches you off guard, because back home, nobody talks to strangers. And here a stranger just called you, my man, and meant it. You watch enough of these clips, and the same word keeps coming up. Surprised? They keep saying they were surprised, which, if you think about it, is a slightly backhanded compliment. But I'll take it. Then there's the food thing. I love the food videos. A grown man from Denmark standing in a diner at 11 p.m. looking down at a plate that could feed his entire flat. Genuinely emotional about hash browns. Barbecue in Texas. A burger in Philly that required both hands and a strategy. Someone discovering that you can get breakfast at any hour, which to an American is Tuesday and to a European is basically witchcraft. And the grocery stores. Oh, the grocery stores. There is a specific video I keep thinking about. A group of Dutch fans walk into a normal American supermarket, the kind you and I would drive to without a second thought, and they react like they've walked onto a spaceship. 40 kinds of cereal, a wall of it. One of them just says quietly, "Why is it so big?" No punctuation, just awe. Why is it so big? Nobody told them the size of things. That's the part that gets me. You can read about a country your whole life and still not be ready for the scale of it in person. Which brings me to the stadiums. They didn't think we could do it. Be honest, a lot of us weren't sure either. American football venues hosting the world's game, 80,000 seats and a jumbotron the size of a house. Real fans like it tight and loud and old, the kind of ground where the roof holds the noise in. And then they walked in. You've seen their faces. The phone comes out before they've even found their seat. Because 80,000 people singing does something to your chest that 80,000 people can't do on a highlight reel. The place is enormous, and somehow it still feels close. They came in as skeptics. They left hoarse. But honestly, the football almost isn't the point anymore. The point is the stuff between the matches, the road trips. Somebody's cousin flew into Boston, and by the second week, he's driving through Georgia at sunset with 3 lads he met in a Miami hostel, all of them yelling along to a country song none of them knew a month ago. That's not on the schedule. FIFA didn't plan that. That just happened the way the best parts of your life usually do, off to the side while you were busy doing something else. They came for their country. They stayed for the diner waitress who remembered their order. For the Uber driver who took the long way to show off the skyline and didn't charge extra. For the total stranger in a rival jersey who bought the round anyway, because tonight nobody's really rivals. And now it's ending. The finals on July 19th over at MetLife in New Jersey. After that, everybody goes home. And you can feel it starting already. This low hum of sadness underneath all the celebration, because the ones who got knocked out are packing their bags, and the ones still in it know the clock is running out on the whole thing. Watch them at the airport. Really watch. They're not sad about a scoreline. Some of them are, sure. But mostly it's something harder to name. They came to a place they had been taught to look down on, and it hugged them. And now they have to leave, and they don't want to. And they're a little embarrassed about how much they don't want to. One guy leaving said something I can't stop thinking about. He said, "I came for the World Cup. I'm going home missing the people at the coffee shop." That's it. That's the whole thing right there. Here's what I love about all of it. For one summer, a country that spends most of its time being argued about on the internet just quietly showed up and was kind to a few million visitors. No agenda, no speech. Just barbecue and big roads and strangers who wanted to know who you were rooting for. They're going to land back home. Someone's going to ask how America was. And you can already picture the pause, the little smile. Because how do you explain that the place you expected to hate is the place you're now homesick for. They'll figure out how to say it eventually. And a lot of them, I bet money on this, are already looking at flights back. If any of this hit you the way it hit me, do me a favor and hit that like button. It genuinely helps the channel more than you'd think. And subscribe, because I've got a lot more of these stories coming before the summer's out. I'll see you in the next one.